What's going on, Commanders fans? And what a win against the Tennessee Titans, man. 42-19 victory. It feels good. We increased to 8-5 going into the bye week. Stress-free football for the next week. It feels good to be 8-5, not gonna lie. It feels good to win a game after that 3-game horrible losing streak, losing to the Steelers, Eagles, and last week's heartbreaking loss, disappointing loss, embarrassing loss versus the Cowboys. It feels nice to beat a team, beat a team again. And we absolutely dominated. We blew out the Titans 42-19. We put up 28 points in the first half. We haven't done that since, I think, '05, or not even '05. I don't even remember the last time we done that. I'm not going to lie. 28 points in the first half, unbelievable. Really should have put up more if Zane Gonzalez made his kick, and we're going to get to him in a second. But, yeah, man, this was just an absolute domination. And the Titans kind of made it more competitive in the second half, but really not really. Mainly in the third quarter, but we absolutely blew them out. This game was not close at all. The offense, man, the offense is back. I'm not going to lie. We had a really good offensive performance. And I already know people are going to be like, oh, it's just the Titans. They're not that good. The Titans statistically have a top 5 defense in the NFL, a top 3 defense in the NFL. Before this game, they were giving up 278 yards in total per game on average, which ranked first in the NFL. And we put up over 400 total yards on them today. Unbelievable, man. Cliff, that's what I'm talking about, Cliff. And obviously you don't totally put the second half rumors or the second half narrative to sleep, but this was a great play calling game by Cliff, man. Our run game was fantastic today. Jayden, I said it last week. Bro, it's still his award. Offensive Rookie of the Year is still his award. He's going to show y'all. Next week, he's going to show y'all why he's O'Roy, why he's Offensive Rookie of the Year. And he showed it today. 25 for 30, 206 passing yards. His first 3 passing touchdown game. He also had 9 carries on the ground for 34 yards and a rushing touchdown that came in the red zone. That was a beautiful rushing touchdown by him. The interception, it was a throw to Zach Ertz, and it hit off of Ertz's fingertips, but it was kind of high by Jayden. So Zach Ertz, in my opinion, still should have tried to come down with it, but it was a little high, and it was going to be a tough catch. So that interception, you could say, was on Jayden. But overall, man, Jayden played a fantastic game. He was almost flawless. Besides that interception, he was awesome today. Absolutely amazing. Brian Robinson, he played today. Kind of surprised he played today with, the injury he suffered last week, but he played today. And boy, was he amazing. That 40-yard touchdown run on our first drive, man, first of all, the blocking there was perfect. Nick Allegretti and Brandon Coleman, man, threw 2 really nice blocks there. B-Rob went untouched into the end zone, 40-yard rushing touchdown. It was absolutely beautiful, man. On the day, he had 16 total carries for 103 yards and obviously the touchdown. Chris Rodriguez Jr., man, C-Rod. I like C-Rod. I really like C-Rod. And honestly, I owe C-Rod an apology. Not going to lie, during the preseason, he wasn't looking great, and Michael Wiley, he was looking better than him. And honestly, I wanted to keep Michael Wiley over C-Rod, but he showed today why he deserves to be on this team. He deserves to be on this roster. He ran it hard today, especially in the second half. 13 carries, 94 yards, 1 touchdown, his longest carry being 25 yards. First of all, the run blocking was awesome today. Absolutely spectacular today. Brandon Coleman, he was a dog today. Sam Cosmi, he was really good. Allegretti, everybody on that line. I am so happy we started, not Trent Scott, sorry. I'm so happy we started Cornelius Lucas at right tackle, because if it was Trent Scott, could have been a little ugly. But, man, I'm really glad we went with Cornelius Lucas at right tackle today, because he was really good today. But Chris Rodriguez, man, by far his best game of his career, man. 13 carries, 94 yards, a touchdown. Awesome game. And then Jeremy McNichols had 6 carries for 32 yards as well. He was really good today as well. So our run game was super efficient today. And the Titans have the best run defense in the NFL. they're only giving up like, or maybe not the best or like the fifth best, I think, but they're only giving up like 100 yards a game on the ground. We had 267 yards on the ground on them today. 45 carries, 3 touchdowns. That is absolutely incredible. Receiving wise today, shout out to Cliff, man, because he got the message. He got the message to feed Terry today, and that's exactly what he did. On the first drive of the game, Terry was lined up on the right side of the field. Jayden went to him, and Terry got like 8 or 9 yards on that play. Awesome, right? Second drive of our game, I think Terry got like 2 or 3 catches, maybe a little less than that, but he got his target on that drive. Terry overall on the day had 8 catches for 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has 9 touchdowns on the year now. And honestly, Terry should have like 12 or even 13 touchdowns. He had the catch versus the Browns, or he should have 2 touchdowns versus the Browns, actually. The one that went for 65 yards and he was tripped up, and the one where he dropped the pass in the end zone. He also should have had one versus the Steelers. He was tripped up at the 1 yard line, and one versus the Bears. So Terry should have double-digit touchdowns right now, but he has 9 on the season, which is his career high. Terry is having the best year of his life, and it helps when you have a quarterback that'll get you the ball, right? And he caught all 8 of his targets today. That's what I love to see. I said in my preview video that Terry should be getting 8 to 10 targets a game. He got 8 today. You love to see it. Zach Ertz, he had 3 catches for 35 yards, 1 touchdown. Thought he had a really nice game. De'Ami Brown, 4 catches, 35 yards. Hey, man, shout out to De'Ami. He is really good after the catch. Like, I think all, or at least most of our receiver screens should just go to De'Ami Brown. And that's what we've been doing. Most of our receiver screens have been to De'Ami Brown, and he's done a good job of getting yards after catch after those screens. So, De'Ami Brown, he is pretty clutch in the screen game, so he had a nice game. Noah Brown, he had 3 catches for 27 yards. He was knocked out of the game with a rib injury in, I want to say, either the third or fourth quarter. So hopefully he's all good. I think they just decided to hold him out for the rest of the game because, you know, we were already up big and there was really no point of bringing him back because we were going to win the game. So, or maybe he actually, like, the rib injury is super serious. So, you know, hopefully Noah will be good, but he did go out with a rib injury. Olamide Zaccheaus had 3 catches for 14 yards. Luke had 2 catches for 13 yards, including that clutch 4th and 2 conversion. We were spectacular on third down conversions today. 9 from 14. That's awesome. That's what we were doing weeks 1 through 9 of the season. Amazing, right? And then we decided to go for on 4th down on that 4th and 2. Loved that decision by DQ and loved the play call by Cliff. So, man, this offense was just absolutely incredible today, and they got back to business. They got back to business today. That's the offense we know and love. And I already talked about the O-line. They did a great job, a terrific job of blocking for Jayden today and in the run game as well. As for the defense in today's game, they were good overall in the first half, like really good. Forced 2 turnovers. Mikey Sanders still, man, Mikey is an absolute dog, man. He forced a clutch fumble, a huge fumble on Tony Pollard in the first quarter, and we also had that fumble on them where the guy just dropped the ball on the kick return and he fumbled the ball. We recovered it. It was Mikal Walker who recovered it, and that was 2 big turnovers right there for us. In the second half, well, actually, let's start at the end of the second quarter where the Titans drove downfield. We gave up a 3rd and 10, a 3rd and 21. I can't believe nobody brought down Will Levis right there on that play. That was just absolutely absurd. In a 3rd and 6, which led to a Westbrook-Akine touchdown. It was a really good pass by Will Levis, I'm not going to lie, but Mikey pretty much got burnt on that play right there. And overall on the day, Mikey, he was you know, he did force the fumble, which was really good, but Westbrook-Akine did give him some trouble today, but he did also have that really nice pass deflection on that 2-point conversion the Titans tried later on in the game when they were trying to get their score up to 21. So, you know, it was a good play by Mikey Sanders still. But overall, I'll say he was cool today, but he definitely could have played better today. Frankie Louvu, absolute dog. He did not come to play today, man. He had a sack today. I think he also had a TFL today. man, Frankie Louvu, he's an absolute dog. He also had a pass deflection on Will Levis. Man, Will Levis is awful. There were multiple times. We had several opportunities to get several interceptions on Will Levis, man. We should have like 1, 2, maybe even 3 today on Will Levis. On the final play of the Titans' final drive, Will Levis literally chucked it up and Jeremy Chin dropped the ball, right? And Jeremy Chin overall didn't have the greatest day either. He did get cooked, or he held on to Chig Okonkwo on this one play, and Okonkwo didn't complete the catch because he didn't get both his feet in bounds, but he was still called for holding. So there's that right there. But going back to Will Levis is awful. He was throwing passes behind his receivers. His receivers weren't helping him out. They were dropping multiple passes. Pollard had like 3 drops today. Westbrook-Akine had 1 today, and other guys had drops today as well. So, man, that Titans offense is a little brutal, I'm not going to lie. And Will Levis, he's pretty bad. I said that Frankie Louvu had a sack. He was awesome today. Deron Payne and Farrell both had half a sack. Where is Dante Fowler Jr.? He had a sack. Yeah, Fowler had a sack. I thought he had 2 sacks, but one of the sacks that I thought that was a sack, it actually counted as a TFL because I guess it was like a designed run play for Will Levis, so that counted as a tackle. But the other one where the Titans botched the snap, that did count as a sack for Fowler. So Fowler, he has 9.5 sacks on the season, and I'm pretty sure Louvu also has 9 sacks on the season. Overall, once again for the defense, I feel like, we know what this defense is at this point. They were good in the first half. They just struggle to, put away opponents or make plays at the end of the game. Like, they weren't terrible overall, but they did let the Titans march downfield pretty easily on some of the drives in the second half. But overall, they weren't terrible today. We still got the win. That's all that matters, right? And then as for Zane Gonzalez, we need a kicker. Like, he was perfect from extra points, which is cool, but he missed both of his field goals, including the one at the end of the first half and the one where we tried a 52-yarder and he missed. I knew he was going to miss that one. He missed a 47-yarder earlier. He was not making a 52-yarder. So, I honestly thought that Zane Gonzalez could fix our kicker problems. Looks like he's not. And we definitely need to bring in some kickers during our bye week, work some out, and see if we can find maybe a hidden gem. We'll see, but Zane Gonzalez, he's not the answer. And if we play a better team than the Titans today, then, man, those, kicks, those missed field goals, we're definitely going to come back to bite us. So, overall, man, it feels awesome to get a dub, and especially a 40-burger. Man, I wanted 50 at the end, but I knew, DQ just wanted to run the clock out, be respectful. I low-key wanted to show them no respect, but is what it is right there. So, that is it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment down below your thoughts from today's game. We're 8-5 heading into the bye week. We have the 7th seed in the NFC, so that's great. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.